Daily Mirror.
Unbelievable. As hundreds die in care homes and desperate staff plead for personal protective equipment, Under Fire Health Secretary Matt Hancock offers them a badge. Carers need more than a badge. We need PPE and testing. Now. GMB Union on Mr. Hancock's scheme. Matt Hancock last night offered care workers lacking protective kit a badge of honor. Why do celebs always go for the same type? The stars who seem to go for a certain kind. Don't you think your boyfriend is a lot like the last one? Actress Kate Beckinsale, 46, reconfirmed her age-old liking for toy boys as she strolled in law with new love goody Grace, 22, this week.
Daily Star.
Arise, we salute you, Sir Tom. Calls for knighthood for Army hero, 99, who raised £10 million for NHS. Your Daily Star is calling for 99-year-old hero Army Captain Tom Moore to be knighted after he raised more than £10 million to help the NHS fight coronavirus. War veteran Captain Tom Moore has hit the £10 million mark in his incredible effort to raise money for the NHS. Britain needs army of carers. Health Secretary Matt Hancock appealed yesterday for tens of thousands of new UK care workers to sign up. He said the government will boost its recruitment drive as the virus death toll reached 12,868, a rise of 761. Mr. Hancock announced new procedures so people can't say goodbye to loved ones dying with coronavirus. Coughing major at war with Tarrant. Star calls guilty winner criminal teledrama quiz has sparked a war of words between Chris Tarrant and Charles Ingram.
Daily Mail.
Victory for our heroic carers. Mail forces ministers to act on care home crisis. Care home staff are to be recognized for their heroic work in the pandemic. One tragedy, two miracles. Pregnant nurse, 28, dies of virus, but her baby is saved. Captain Fantastic, 99, raises £10 million and lifts our hearts. Some people climb Mount Everest to raise money for charity. Others run a marathon, jump out of a plane, swim the channel, or do all four. They train for months, make a huge song and dance about it, buy heaps of expensive kit and stretchy lycra clothing, and, invariably, test the patience of their nearest and dearest.
Daily Express.
Macaw. My pain over Beatles split. It's the question that has troubled Beatles fans for 50 years. Why didn't the biggest band in the world carry on performing after John Lennon quit in 1970? They had the talent, they had the backing, and they had a huge global fanbase hungry for more music. But the three remaining members split up, only to eventually reinvent themselves as solo artists or collaborate with other performers. And why the young royals need to get back to basics. She brands herself a boring old fuddy-duddy, but as she nears her 70th birthday, the Queen's daughter remains a potent force within the firm. Britain salutes our £10 million NHS hero.
The Scotsman.
Quarter of all COVID-19 deaths are in care homes. New figures reveal scale of impact in care home sector. Charities call for elderly to receive fair and equal treatment. Almost a quarter of deaths from COVID-19 in Scotland have taken place in care homes, new figures have revealed, as the First Minister announced a move to test all patients and staff with symptoms in such establishments. Coronavirus cases pass 2 million globally. The world's battle to contain the spread of coronavirus has been hit by another unwanted milestone, with global cases last night soaring past 2 million. Margaret, 90, plans to climb Sullivan to raise funds for NHS. Just what's so wrong with sitting down in the park? Families will be given right to say goodbye to dying relatives.
The Daily Telegraph.
Virus finally reaching the peak. Chief Medical Officer says outbreak is slowing, but Downing Street insists lockdown has to continue. Coronavirus may be reaching its peak in the UK, the Chief Medical Officer has said, as ministers came under fresh pressure to disclose their plan for ending the lockdown. Care homes say they cannot take patients from hospitals. Sending COVID-positive patients to care homes which are not properly equipped will risk lives. Firms' offer of million tests a week spurned. Did they think they could shut for the holidays? Because the virus hasn't got that memo. Cancer referrals dropped by as much as 80%. Cancer referrals have fallen nearly 80% in some areas, NHS bosses have disclosed, as they warn that non-coronavirus patients may be harmed by the focus on intensive care. Lancashire police top lockdown league table. County's constabulary handed out 380 lockdown fines, 378 more than the lowest force total. Premier League clubs want to finish by July 1.
Metro.
Virus kills pregnant nurse, 28, but baby is saved. Docs perform emergency op on tragic mother. Hospital mourns loss of fantastic young colleague. Comes as first signs UK may be reaching peak. Through the corona keyhole, we check out the best and the weirdest celebrity lockdowns. Jimmy Fallon, the American talk show host, can probably lay claim to having the most coveted house on Instagram right now. We've seen everywhere from his kitchen to his garden, but possibly the most desirable room in his Hamptons abode is his rec room, which is bedecked in paintings with toys and games galore, and even a slide.